So today I found myself in Puerto Vallarta and a little town within there called Bucerias. Probably absolutely butchering that. But it's this cute little Mexican town, I suppose. I'm here for a wedding, but I thought I'd take the camera out, take some photos and just explore the town a little bit. And there's all these really cool little doorways into people's houses, but they've got all these really nice plants flowering around them. Make for cool little photos. So on a slow shutter speed here, 1/30, F10, just trying to get some of the vehicles driving by. Ideally a motorbike. We've got a tuk-tuk coming here, this would look pretty cool. Nice and low, 16 mil. Alright, looks like we're on. Just came across this street vendor with his truck parked up with all the watermelons in the back. Perfect. Great, nice, bright colours set against a very vibrant shop. Of course, I had to stop and get some watermelon for myself on this hot day. Oh, so refreshing.
It's been great here in Mexico. Day one, just been exploring the town, walking around, taking photos. Come back to the hotel, this beautiful hotel, and now just cooling down, editing some images and seeing what the rest of the trip holds.
I find one of the best times to get photos is around that sunset or sunrise time. The light isn't as harsh, you get some cool shadows, a bit of contrast on the ground, and also that soft lighting on whatever the thing is that you're trying to shoot. I'm just using the 70-200 to just get some shots of what's happening on the beach. So there's plenty going on. There's horse rides coming up and down the beach. There's some street hawkers selling their wares and just a few other bits and pieces. And it's always fun just to come down here and take some of these photos. I'm also going to fly the drone, and from what I can understand, the drone laws in Mexico are very similar to that in Australia. You just need to comply with the rule, keeping away from people no higher than 120 meters and being in line of sight at all times. And of course, if you don't have the beach to shoot at, you can always take a couple of streets back and you'll find the shadows and the sunlight hitting some of the buildings. So like we've got here, we've got this lantern set up on one of these walls with some shadows being cast, and it's got the colourful banners hanging down, lighting up. So if we can frame this nicely, I get a really good photo. The shadow just adds that extra bit of depth, and I really find using the 70-200 really helps with this. It really helps you crop in and get that shallow depth of field, but you just got to play with it and find the right angle. It's not always going to work, but when it does, you get an absolute killer of a photo. So the other cool thing about shooting with a 70-200 is that you can sort of get further away and then zoom in. You get a really compressed looking image. So when I look down this street here, you can get it all layered in, and it makes a really cool photo. You can get a lot in there, a lot of colors. And again, shooting in the afternoon, that soft light just illuminating some of the points of interest. And I think it makes a pretty good photo. There's no real particular camera settings that I'm using here. I just sort of play around with it until I get the exposure that I want and what I want in focus and out of focus. So whether that's a low or a high f-stop or shutter speed, it just really depends on what I'm trying to do or show in that particular image.
And that's it. My time in Mexico has come to an end. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you're liking this type of content.